YouTube fam, what's up? How's everybody doing? This is a video response for Psyched on baseball cards. Or no, Psyched on baseball. I will drop a link to his channel when I'm done uploading this video. He wants to know our favorite ballpark memory and favorite cards that we liked when we were kids. So, favorite cards when I was a kid were ones that I could not afford. And I'll show you those here in a second. Back in the 80s, everybody remembers baseball card shops on every corner. And here are two cards that I used to dream about having and never could afford. I think this card was like $300 back in the 80s, ungraded. This was around the same. Hey, I got them now. That's all that matters. So, my next favorite set when I was a kid were these Provisions. I absolutely love these. I recently picked up the Ricky because I don't think I ever had that one, but I had like the Bo Jackson. They had the basketball ones with Jordan, and he had like the rockets for the legs. You guys remember those, right? So then the McGuire, the Canseco, I had Canseco sign that this last summer at one of the minor league parks. It was at a dealership, so that was cool. That was a freebie. But one of my favorites was McGuire. This I don't think it's his rookie. I don't know. It might be his rookie. I don't think it is. What was his rookie? 85? 86? Anyway, right around his rookie with the air card. You know, that was like it. If you had the air card, it was like added a little bit more value. So, and this one, my mom actually worked with Dennis Eckersley's mother at a computer site. I believe it was in Pleasanton. Tina, Dennis Eckersley, 1989, and this was before they won the World Series. So super cool. You can see an old shot of the Coliseum when it was beautiful before Mount Davis and Al Davis jacked it all up. So, and then we'll go through a few more rummage kind of deal. Walt Weiss signed, Ricky Stewart. Loved these cards when I was a kid. You know, you used to have packs right there at the grocery counter. Mom was paying for the groceries. Like, hey, Mom, let me get a pack of cards. How about two? You know, a couple bucks. So, love it. 89 tops. So, McGuire looks kind of funky in that picture. So, digging through all that stuff, I used to have all the binders and binder material and all that. Now I just top load them and just throw them in the white shoe boxes or whatever you call them. So, I don't know where my mind is at tonight, guys. I'm like a little woozy for some reason. But anyway, getting into that, those are some of my favorite cards when I was a kid. But my favorite memory at the ballpark is my parents took me to go see the Kansas City Royals and Bo Jackson. And it was just, I seen Bo, and my parents were like, go run down there, try to get his autograph. And I was shy. I was, scared, like the rejection of being told no. Fast forward now, tell me no, I don't give a shit, But I was nervous, and I seen Bo, this massive being of just straight muscle, and this dude was something else, man. Like, he came out in his legs. The muscles were just popping out. And I was just like, dang, there's Bo. He was like a superhero, you know what I mean? Like a comic book figure. And that was probably one of my best ones, man. That was just fantastic. I've had a lot of great memories, with the more recent than earlier ones, just for the fact that I know the events that are going on, like when the 70s ball players show up and they do their charity events. And so I'm more on it than I was. Obviously I wasn't driving. I was 10, 11, 12 years old. But now it's like I drive myself to those events. Nobody wants to take me, piss on you. I'm going, So, and then probably one of my favorite things that I have in my collection, and this has been like the what if. So I turned it in. I'm going to show you here in a second. This bat, my neighbor, my parents, he lived right across the street. He had to be in his 80s, 90s. And I remember him walking over and had this bat. And he looked at me and smiled and walked past me and handed this baseball bat to my dad. He said, "This is for your son." And I was like, "What is it?" He was like, "Oh, you don't have to do that." And so my dad accepted it, and I still have it to this day. But there's a people that write books, and they told me it's not a game used. It's more of a store model, but I don't know how true that is. I emailed it to New York, and we'll see. I might bring it to the TriStar show and have some other experts look at it. But without further ado, you guys might have heard of this guy. Rogers Hornsby, Louisville Slugger. So this bat is probably from, when I was looking up in the book, it was around like 1920 to 25, or 20 to 23. So the thing that they determined where it wasn't a game used was the 3.5 in there. So I guess that's the ounces. If it was game used, it wouldn't have any number in there. So that's what they're going off of not being a gamer. I always thought maybe the N or the Z was like Hornsby. You know, maybe he carved that in the bat so he knew where his bat was. But who knows? I don't know. It's just a store model could be anywhere from $7 to $1,500, and then a game used, you're talking $15,000 to $25,000 on the condition of the bat. So, but having that, being told that was definitely, was let down. But then it was like, that's just one person's opinion, So I'd like to get a few opinions on it. I think I'm, more entitled to get a few, which I should do, and I'm going to do. But it's not cracked, so it's a cool piece of wood, you know what I mean? So that's the best. That is my absolute best memory as far as being a kid in baseball. And I still love it to this day. My old videos, if you've seen, I got into a really bad accident when I was young, and baseball was a wrap. I couldn't even walk for like 5 years. So, a year and a half in the hospital bed. I don't want to get too much of the details, but it sucked, and collecting cards was the way of life. You know what I mean? So, love baseball. Thanks for the contest. Congrats on 50 subs, and here's to the next 50 subs. Hope you hit 100 here soon, buddy. Cheers, and let's kick Monday in the balls.